Lil Durk has officially made the biggest comeback in modern rap history. Now, I know that's a big statement, but I'm putting my foot down. I'm saying it. Now, we all know Durk is from Chicago, and he got a cult following back in 2013 and 2014 when he released his Signed to the Streets mixtape. This eventually led to him getting a record deal with Def Jam, and I think we would all agree that Durk is a pioneer in the Chicago drill space. His music exploded in Chicago and across the United States alongside Chief Keef. I remember being 14 years old and freshman year of high school listening to this man, walking through the hallways, and I'm 23 now, so that was like, what, 8-9 years ago almost? Pretty fucking crazy to think about. Durk would release his debut album, Remember My Name, in 2015, and Lil Durk 2 times in 2016. These albums definitely had some good music on them. I would even say that some of Durk's best songs are on those 2 projects, but at the same time, they just did not perform that well. Back in 2016, Lil Durk 2 times project only sold 12,000 units first week, which was a disappointment to Durk because his previous album sold more. Throughout 2017 and 2018, Durk was definitely at a little bit of a low point in his career. In 2018, Durk left Def Jam Records. I've been with Def Jam Records for 5 years, and that gave me my first recording contract, so for that I'm forever grateful. But I'm a different artist than I was 5 years ago, and the time is right for a change. At the same time, Def Jam is making changes in their offices and trying new direction. I didn't want to be a part of another regimen change. Usually when you're a successful artist and you're making a lot of money off streams and whatnot, labels will try anything and everything to keep you. I'm pretty sure Megan Thee Stallion's going through that right now. They won't release her from her contract because she probably makes a lot of fucking money. Uzi had a little bit of drama with his label at one point. Rappers go through this all the time. They want to get out of their label. If I were to have a crazy conspiracy, that I would say that Def Jam probably wanted to part ways because Durk was not as buzzing as he was 2 or 3 years prior in 2014, 2015 era. And they were like, all right, it's time to separate. You go do your own thing. It was a different time in hip hop. 2018 was bringing an entire new wave of rappers like 6ix9ine, Lil Pump, and X, who were blowing up from SoundCloud and beefs and shit. Pump blew up from crazy ignorant antics. 6ix9ine was just a fucking crazy blood clown in New York. It was a completely different time, and Durk was definitely not that style. Durk was definitely a way more laid back rapper. On February 5th, 2019, there was a shooting outside a restaurant in Atlanta at 5 in the morning. Durk and King Von were charged with criminal attempt to commit murder, aggravated assault, and possession of firearm as a felon. The whole incident was caught on camera, and apparently you can see Durk's arm out the window firing several shots at the victim. The victim ended up surviving, so that's why it's attempted murder, obviously. Atlanta Police Department says a witness described seeing Lil Durk pull out a gun, and then she ran around the building. She heard gunshots and later saw the victim in a pool of blood. He also released a track in an attempt to clear his name. Look up at the judge, can't look, stay making up lies for sure. I'm an innocent man for sure. It is what it is for sure.
Did you do it? Shoot this man. Did you commit the other crimes of which you're accused?
No.
Especially an attempted murder charge is never a good look to stay on the run.
He's willing to turn himself in and take care of what he needs to take care of.
So turning himself in was definitely a good decision. Prosecutors were trying to say that the victim had $30,000, expensive jewelry, and a nice car. And that's the reason why King Von and Lil Durk was targeting him. But I really don't get that because they're rappers who already have money. So that was a little confusing to me.
He said his chain was snatched off his neck and he had $30,000 stolen from him, and they stole the vehicle he was driving.
Police say Banks was seen on tape shooting a gun.
You see Mr. Banks' arm out the window firing several shots at the victim, towards the victim.
Banks' attorney says this is a celebrity witch hunt.
Were it not for the celebrity status of these 2 individuals, then this would be an aggravated assault.
This is just crazy that they're accusing Durk of shooting a gun out of a car and they have footage of it. I'm guessing they noticed his tattoos in the video or something. Durk got out on $250,000 bond in June, and I can't find any updates on this case. Apparently it's still pending in the Atlanta system, but who knows what's going to happen with that. Sadly, this is a big stepping stone in Durk's career. The song he put out, Claiming Innocence, got 10 million views in a matter of weeks, and he was on a rise again. We all know negativity can draw attention, so this song getting a lot of views is definitely not a surprise. Fast forward a few months, in the summer of 2020, Durk found himself featuring on a Drake song, which at the time of this recording has 370 million views on YouTube. I know people meme on Drake a lot, but he's the biggest artist in the last 10 years. There's no debate to this. This feature got everyone talking about Durk again. His Google trends spiked to 100. He started putting out music more consistently and his numbers were going up. Until tragedy struck again. Durk's lifelong friend, King Von, was killed outside an Atlanta nightclub. Besides this being a very fucked up situation and a death that never should have happened, Durk's numbers went up. His follower count went up, his views went up. This isn't a common thing that happens in the rap world. Trippie Redd admitted when X died, his numbers went up 1 million followers on Instagram.
When he passed, bro, I went up 1 million followers.
Everyone was searching up shit about X, so when King Von died, everyone was searching up shit about King Von and Lil Durk. Recently, Durk has been in a huge beef with Youngboy over the death of King Von. Youngboy is friends with Quando Rondo, who was at the scene fighting with King Von. Lil Tim, an associate of Quando Rondo's, came around the corner and shot King Von. This Youngboy and Durk beef has escalated to countless diss tracks, which will most likely be used in court one day, if I'm being honest. It's a very scary situation. This is 100% not going to end well, and I'm just calling it now. I think we all know this isn't going to end well. There's definitely going to be some more bullshit and fuckery in the streets over the Youngboy and Durk beef. Now, in March 2022, Durk sold over 100,000 units on his project, and apparently got signed for $40 million. But who knows if that's true or how much is going towards budget, because a lot of these artists try to say, yeah, I got signed for $3 million, but no, motherfucker, you got signed for $1.5 million, and another $1.5 million goes to budget. Like, that's just not true sometimes. So 40 million is definitely feasible, though. He's a massive artist that pulls a lot of streams, so that would make sense. I would wonder how many albums that would be, though. Durk had an attempted murder charge, one of his best friends were killed, and he was on a Drake song, while at the same time putting out very good music. So of course his career is going to go back up and he's going to thrive again. Some of the reasons are a little shitty, but it's just the truth. Comment down below what you guys think. I love you guys. Podcast channel, gaming channel.